Hi, I'm Dave Epstein, and welcome to this edition of Growing Wisdom, where today we're talking about a group of plants known as the willows. There's many different willows out there, or better known as salix in the Latin world, and many different salixes have very different characteristics. The first one I want to introduce you to is a fairly uncommon plant. It's called Salix Magnifica, and it's very different than your typical willow. You can see the leaves are much broader. The flowers, which already flowered after they're done, are much firmer and have this sort of burgundy tips to them. And this has gone by already, but it's still rather interesting looking. Now, this particular salix will stay in a more narrow form and grow fairly tall. You can see it's put on almost 12 inches of new growth this year. This certainly isn't the only salix you can choose from. So there's one of the salixes that is being sold very widely in garden centers around the country right now. It's called Salix Hikaru Nishiki, and it's behind me. And a lot of you can find it in a tiny little pot, and it looks real cute, and you put it in front of your yard. But you know, you read the literature on this, if you read the package, it says it's going to stay between 5 and 7 feet. That's completely false. If you want to keep it between 5 and 7 feet, you have to prune it. But if you don't prune it, that's what it does. Let me walk down there. Now, I'm not a big person. That's not 5 to 7 feet. That's more like 15, going on 18 feet at this point. It's a gorgeous plant, and it's beautiful because the new foliage is variegated, and it's white or pink, and it keeps its leaves fairly late into the fall when it turns yellow. It's a great plant. It loves lots of sunshine as well as plenty of moisture, although it will handle drier soils. But it does want to get big, so I caution you, if you put this in your own garden, you're either going to have to prune every year, or that's what you're going to have. Behind me I have two other salix. This one was given to me by a friend. That has sort of a bluish leaf to it, and why do I say that? Because you can contrast it with the salix next to it, which is a weeping salix. This will get those white pussies on the particular salix during the spring. It likes it moist, and let me show you here. It's very thick. The trunk is inside there. This almost looks like Cousin It from the Addams Family. So if you ever buy a flower arrangement and you see the curly branches inside of it, very likely it's curly willow. And that's the curly willow there. You can see the branches, how they're twisted and random. In the winter, when it loses its leaves, they'll harvest some of those branches and they'll end up in flower arrangements. So this particular plant, again, likes part sun to full sun, a lot of moisture, but you can see how big it will get. So salix or willows are a great group of plants to add to the garden. Many of them get very large. Most of them require a lot of moisture and quite a bit of sunshine. If you choose to put one in the garden, it's going to really give you a lot of pleasure for a long time, but know how big it's going to get. For Growing Wisdom, I'm Dave Epstein.